Hello guys, and today we're going to learn about Python. So my tutorial for today are going to show you how you can host Python. So what is Python? Python is a very powerful programming language. So you can host Python to build an application. And before starting building application with Python, so you need to learn some small basic thing about Python, like know how you can host Python to create some variable in Python, so how you can manage Python file, and then today I'm going to show how you can download Python and host some IDEs, integrate development environment to do the job with Python. So we're going to start by downloading Python and download a text editor like Visual Studio Code, but we're going to host a PyCharm here that is very good text editor. So PyCharm is very good, so you can also host Visual Studio Code. So now we're going to start downloading Python. So we're going to download Python 3. So I am here on Python website. So this is a website. So to download Python, you just need to come here on the website, this website right here, https://www.python.org/download. And then when you are here, you select the OS, your operating system that you are hosting. So if you are on Mac, because I am on Mac, so I'm going to download Python 3 from Mac. So if you are in Windows, you can download Python for Windows. If you are on Linux system administrator, you can download Python for Linux. So you just need to come here and download the version that you need. So Python 3 version 3.10, this is the version that I'm going to. So I already download Python is in my computer. So I have Python in my computer. So I think I can take it right now. If I have Python, let's see and check if I have Python. Let's open the terminal. Yeah, this is my terminal right here. So this I'll check if I have Python version. Python 3. So I need to tap Python 3 version. Yeah, I have version 3.10 of Python. So I already have Python installed to my computer. So I don't need to install Python. So you need to install the version of Python that you want. So me, I have it already, so I don't need to go back to my system where I was. Let's still come here. Python 3.10. I also have a text editor already installed, so just need to go back here. just go to back here. No. So open, just need to open another. Let's see this. Okay. Let's try to go to, what was it? Python. So yeah, this is right here. This is where we were. So you just come here and then select the version that you want, and then you download it, and then you drop it in your application. And then after that, you going to download a text editor. So the text editor that we need is the Python. So you just go here on Python. Well, this is right here, Python for Python. So the Python IDE for professional developer by Jetbrains. So this is the one on Jetbrains. This one is a professional one. Let's try to just go to jetbrains.com. So on Jetbrains, yeah, right here. Yeah, on Jetbrains you have a professional one, and then you also have a community one that is free. So the community one is free, and the professional one is not free, so you have to pay for that. Complete software of development platform, integrate with IntelliJ based IDE. So how to download Jetbrains? So you how to download Python? So you come to jetbrains.com and then go to download. I think so. Developer tool, team tool, solution tool. Let's go and develop it and see. I think I need to go to Jetbrains /download. Jetbrains Python, yeah. Okay, this is a website right here, and you click right here. You can come here. No, this tool. It's better to come here. Yeah, if you come here and you click on download right here. Oh no, I don't need to. I think I have it already. Thank you for downloading Python. You should shortly. I don't want to download it, so just go right here on the website and then download the community one. So the professional one is not free, so you need to choose the community one, not the professional one for developers. So I already have Python for developer. I already have it, so I don't need it. So I think I'm going to remove it. I just want to show you where you can download Python for developers. So I just download right here. Python Professional 2022. This is right here. Yeah. So when you download it and then you drop it inside here on your application, so I don't want to do it because I have it already. So what I need to do is to come here on download. Okay, let me take my mouse. Open download right here, and then on download I'm going to where's the Python that I just download right now. but this is where I download just right now. So I have Python already, so this is what I have. So I already have it, so I don't need it, so it's going to be 2 Python that I have. So this one here, I'm going to remove it. Just remove to Bing, and then to Bing, and then go back to Bing, and then just I also have Visual Studio Code, so depending on which one you want to use, but I prefer Python. Python is very clear, it's very good for our project. Desktop. Okay, I already have Python today. I think this one. So I'm going to remove this one, delete immediately. Okay. So when you download Python and Python, so just drop it on your application, and then now you can start to use it. So I just want to show you where you can download Python. So when you come to this website, so just choose the community one, because the developer one is not free, you have to pay for it. So just choose for the community one of Python. There's a little. Do not choose the developer one because it's not free. So after that, just come back here to find your test detail. So I need to come here, this research, find the Python application. Yeah, I have it. So this, I already have my Python right here. So just open it for one is full screen. Okay, so this is our work Python test detail that we're going to work with. See how this works. So this is where you create your project. So if you want to create a new project, so you just come here to, this is a project right here, and here you create a project file. So if you want to create, for example, and you see right here I already have some file, some Python file. So the Python file is a file that have an extension of .py. You see right here, so I have this one .py. All the extension files of Python finish with the .py. So Python will recognize all files that have extension that's py. This one is not a Python file, so it's not going to run. This is another one. This is a Docker file, a Docker compose file, or a YAML file. Here is a YAML file. So this, if you want to create a new, for example, when I come here, right here, this is where you create a project. You see right here I have Python practice.py. If you want to create, this is a professional one for developer. So on the community one, I think it's the same thing. So you come here, this is where you create a project. You come to edit configuration. On an edit configuration, you click on here. When you click here, you can remove this and give the name of your project. So right here, my project's name is Python practice.py. So this is name, of my project that I create. So you see, I know the project that I create right here, but definition that P1, this is where we're working with another file. This is the YAML file. This is where you create your project. So when you tap the name of your project right here, and then you just click right here on OK, and you create a project. And then you can also come here and change the version of Python that you want to work with. For example, like you see the default right here is Python 3. So I download Python 3.10. So the default right here, when I click here, you see Python 3.10 project. So you can change. This is the two different default project that you can choose to work with. So you can come here and change the project and the version that you want to work. I think the community one is the same way. So you just select and this one, right, and then you click on OK. Immediately terminal in output console, run with Python console, and redirect input from. So this is right here for the execution is where you want to define how you run going to be. For example, this is a console. So when you run a Python file, the console is this one. This is a console right here. This is a console. You see some Python file that I run here, and then it gives me the result with the syntax error. So when you run a Python file, this is where you check the result right here. So process finish with exit code 1. So what it is, the exit code is when you run some Python file, if the exit code come with a number different to 0, this means your code didn't succeed. The task that you want to run did not succeed. But if the exit code is 0, and then this means the task really succeed. So for this Python file that I run, it didn't work. So that's why the exit code come with 1, and you see the error right here. When it's red, it means that it didn't work. So this is how you set up your project. You create your project right here, and then you select on OK, and then you can start working with Python right here. So you see some files. So after you create your project, so the project is like a directory that you create, and then after create that directory, in that directory, if you want to create a Python file, for example, this Python file that I create, this one, Python practice.py, this is where you can create a Python file. So you come here on Python project that I created right here, and then you click on right here, you go on new. On the new, you go on right here, you see that you can create different file right here. So if you want to work with Python, so you come here on Python file, and then you click on it, and then you create a Python file. So you give the name of your file. You see right here, you give the name of your file, Python file, you give the name of the file, and then you click enter, and then you're going to create a file for you. If you want to create another file, so you see we have different file right here. You see we have a YAML file, we have a HTML file, this is a professional one. We have a JavaScript file, we have a TypeScript. So we have too many different files right here. So that's why I'm saying that PyCharm is very good, because everything is already customized here, and is a good text editor. But this one is a professional one. So for the community one, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, because I also work with the community one too. So I'm still going to work with this one, with this Python practice. So we are here, and we're going to start with the hello world. So Python, what's the Python read the, like, print the output. So the output can come right here, you ask Python to print. So just right there, right here, print. So you see the print with the double code come inside. This is a different code that Python can read. So if you use another code that's different for this one, Python cannot read this. So this is a programming language. That is something that is already programmed over there that Python can read. So if you write something that is not inside the program, Python cannot read that, and then it's going to come out like this with the exit code equal to 1. So that means it is the error. Python cannot read that. So Python holds the print command to take the output in the console. So for example, this is how we're going to do. So we go to print the hello world. So this use this double code, and then I say right here hello world, and then I run it. So I to run, so you come here to run it. If I run this, you see the result. The result is down right here, down low right here. So the result here is hello world right here. Hello world process finish with exit code 0. So when the exit code is 0, you see that the code succeed, the code is normal. So let's try to make some mixtape rules. I know that code that Python cannot read. So let's change the double code, for example, by this bracket like this. You see that even over there is already given error. You see? So this means Python cannot read this. So it's always. Let's try to run this. You see the exit code is just read right here on the console what it say. On the file name, this is the directory where we have our file. So our file is on the user global. The global, this is my computer. So user global is the name of my computer. Python project, Python practice.py. This is our Python file that we create. This is the directory where our file is. On line 1, this is the line 1 right here, and then print hello world. Syntax error, missing parentheses in call to print. You see I'm missing parentheses in call to print. So Python doesn't recognize this one. Python doesn't recognize this code, this open bracket right here. But if I use another one, try to use a parenthesis of Python like this with the other one still inside, I think it's still going to give something false because Python does not recognize that code, that programming. Oh, it's nice, you see. So we are asking Python recognize everything who are inside this parenthesis. Python recognize everything we are inside this parenthesis. This is a code, how the code work with Python. So if you don't put this parenthesis, Python is not going to recognize your code. So everything who are inside the parenthesis right here, Python recognize it. But if you change the parenthesis with other one, Python is not going to recognize this. Like I did first time, Python will say error. So this is the programming. It's something that is already programmed in the software. Those who create Python already customize like this, and you cannot write something that Python does not recognize. If Python does not recognize something that is not in his program, it come out with the error message. So this is how Python work. And then let's try another thing with Python. So we use the print hello world. So let's try to see what we can do with Python. So with Python we can also draw a different shape with Python. So you can use Python to draw a shape, drawing a shape in Python. So let's say that I try to open this bracket right here and then a double colon, so you can draw any shape that you want. Let's try to duplicate this. Let's try to duplicate this, for example, like this. Okay, and then if I came right here, I draw some shape right here. For example, right here I can draw a triangle or a rectangle right here. Python going to recognize it. Let's hold this one like this. Or maybe I can hold this one like this. Let's put it together like this, and then come right here so with Python you can create everything that you want. So you just need to know how to use this programming language to do what you really need. So right here I can design this. I'm trying to think about something that I want to design, some shape, what I can do right here is a triangle. Let's try to do something. Okay, let's come right here like this, and then put it something like this, probably. I'm trying to draw something different, like a triangle with Python. Okay, I'm trying to draw something like a I'm just thinking of something that I want to draw with Python, so that Python can recognize it to me. And then here, let's come here. Okay, this one. Wait. No. So I'm trying to draw something that Python can recognize. So just try to be more creative with Python to see if Python can recognize what I am about to do. Okay, is it possible to draw something like this? No. Okay, just trying to be more creative with Python. Okay. So I will ask Python to bring something like this to me, and then you're going to see Python going to do that for me. Okay, you see this? What areas I can? Okay, come inside here. Then over down. Over down. This size. size. I'm trying to just be more creative, so I think I just mixed up my Python for. So let's just keep this on the triangle, on rectangle. Let's just bring this back. Okay. Oh. All right. Okay, just try to leave it like this, and then I will ask Python to print this. See that Python going to give me the output right here. You see, we have our a little bit rectangle or square right here. So you see what we can do with Python. Python print this to us. So what we do is, like, we are asking Python to print this shape to us right here. When this shape is inside Python, is recognized programming language. So inside this parenthesis, Python will recognize everything inside this parenthesis right here. So you can also make a triangle, just try to be a little bit creative with Python. So why is this time for me? For example, how can I make a triangle right here? To make a triangle, let's go a little bit down here and then bring like this. No. Who's this? So to make a triangle, you can come right here, and make this. No, let's try to reduce right here, and then a little bit on top here, and press this sign, move on a little bit this side, press this. I think it's better on this side. Right here, and then here I set up something like this. No, something like this, move on, and then something like this. No. Up. I can underscore. Okay. A little bit here. No, a little bit here. I'm trying to make a triangle. How can I make a triangle with Python? So let's see if my creativity is normal. Dude. Okay. So let's see how can bring this something like this here. No, it's not going to work. Like this. I want to put a triangle with Python. Okay. It's not working. How does triangle need to be built? Let me try to bring my triangle, guys. I think triangle doesn't need to be very large like this. Normal. Can build a triangle other size. Okay. Now come here. All right. See how my triangle can look. All right. See? So you just need to be a little bit creative with Python, and then you can build what you want. See? Now I did my triangle. See? Now I built the triangle. So just try to be a little bit. Oh, how to go back. See where holes. Oh, okay, my triangle, guys. Sorry. Okay, I am back. Right here. See right now, if I run it, Python going to run that for me. So let's run and see. Then we have our triangle. So this is how you have to be. Just try to be a little bit creative with Python, and then you can do everything you need with Python. So this is how it works. So this is just a basic thing to host Python. So when a developer or the programmer hosts this Python, they can do a lot of things with this. So they can bring how the traffic light work, how the application for delivering work. So a lot of things with Python. We're going to see how we can bring a simple calculator with Python. You can do a lot of good things with Python. So just try to be a little bit creative, like I did right here. So you see the exit code is 0, so this means this won't work. So now we're going to see how we can host. You can also host Python to create a variable. So what is a variable? So a variable is a word that you host to take like to exchange another word. For example, in mathematics we associate x with some variable. So we can say when we say x equal to 5, so we have a value what is 5 and the variable was x. So a variable is a word associated with a value. So we can going to see here how we can host a variable in Python. So let's start with a variable right here. Just trying to be a little bit creative. Let's try to host this. For example, I can see there is a man. Name it. You can give any name. You know, there's a man named Eric. That's me. All right. And then just come back here, create another variable. We can see he is. Let's remove this capital. He is 29 years old, right? You can see he is 29 years old. Let's create another word. He is 29 years old. What we can write, and he think, or the thing that is wrong. I can say the thing, oh, what is I'm writing right here? The thing that he's won, that he won. The thing that he wants are the thing that is won are the thing that he hold. Let's go and then try to create another one. The thing that is found or the thing that is hold. I can also say people think this is thinking, right? So people think he is going to fall. People think he's going to fall, but Eric, think he is going to succeed. succeed. Yes. Hey Eric think he's going to succeed. Oh, it's double E. Yeah. Hey Eric think he's going to succeed. So this is just a little bit story that I created by myself, so to show you how we can use a variable right here. So if I print this, it's gonna work because it's inside Python. He's programming and surface inside the parentheses. So if I print this, let's see if Python will print this. Oh yes, there is a man named Eric. He is 29 years old. The thing that is one and the thing that is whole. People think he's going to fall, but he think he's going to succeed. So what is the variable? So I say the variable is a word that has a value, like x equal to 5. So we have a variable x and the value 5. So right here we can also use a variable right here, right? So imagine that we want to modify this text. For example, we want to change Eric with another name, and we want to change the year, how old is it, and then we want to change some word like think. Right here disappear 2 times. In order to do that, we need to come here manually in the file and then modify it. So right now it's easy because it's a simple file. It's just have a 1 2 3 4, right? 4 sentences, right? 4 statements. Imagine that you have a very large file that you want to modify a lot of word inside. It's going to be more difficult for you to go in manually and find each word to modify it. So that's why the variable is very important. So you just need to come in your file, you declare the variable for the name that you want to change, and you also declare a variable for the year that you want to change, or for any word that you want to change. So instead of going through all the file and find each name that you want to change, you just move to the variable